It's a new year, so that means there's new astrology. Hey y'all, I'm Jasmeen, the owner of House of Chiron Astrology and Reiki, and I make the language of astrology digestible for all of y'all. So with that being said, if you are new to my channel, go ahead and welcome yourself on in. Come on, have a seat. We're going to dive into all of the astrological energy for the month of January of 2024. All right, and also go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you are new here, so that way you will not miss a beat. Let me go ahead and give you a brief overview of how we do things here at House of Chiron. So first and foremost, we give these monthly energies. They're called galactic gossip because we come in here with all the astrology tea, and I tell you all the energy that is happening for that month. And in this case, we're going to be talking about January of 2024. And then I also do readings for, or general readings for the new moon as well as the full moon. And then I go into insights for all 12 signs on those readings. In this reading, this is just giving you an update on what's to come, so you can kind of like prepare yourself, as a collective energy. All right. So with that being said, like I said before, hit that subscribe button so you will not miss a beat, because I'm uploading stuff all month long. Also, if you are returning, welcome y'all. Welcome back. It is 2024. So we have a lot to talk about. We have a lot to go over. Okay. So now, I'm not going to hold you up any longer. Let's just dive right on into January 2024's astrology. And starting off on the very first day of the year, January 1st, we have Venus, which is in Sagittarius at this time, making a square to Saturn that's in Pisces at 3 degrees. So if you got a little lit the night before on New Year's Eve or whatever, New Year's Day is going to be very sobering. That's what I'm going to say. Okay. So Venus is symbolized love and beauty, and it's in the sign of Sagittarius, which clashes with Saturn that represents discipline, and it's in the sign of Pisces. And so this clash sets up a kind of bit of a tension, like a cosmic tension between the two energies, right? Venus in Sagittarius loves freedom and adventure, and Saturn in Pisces is trying to add boundaries and bring things into reality, from our dream state, but also it brings responsibility and structure to those things. So it's like wanting to go on a road trip, a wild road trip with your homies, but you feel tied down because like, oh, I got to go to work. I can't get the time off, or you have other commitments. So keep that in mind. Venus governs our relationships. So relationships might feel a bit strained at this time. We might, feel like we need to balance our desire for freedom with the need to commit, or an emotional kind of depth or deepening into that thing, right? So during this time on the first, it's like a period of time, or a period in our life where it's asking us to like take a closer look at what we truly value, and ensure that our actions and the things that we are aligning to are in accordance with our long-term goals. So it's time for patience, clear communication, and understanding in relationships. Now, speaking of clear communication, Mercury is also stationing direct on this day, January 1st, at 22 degrees Sagittarius. So for the last 3 weeks, we have been dealing with Mercury's retrograde in, Sagittarius. So communication has been convoluted, to say it best. All right. So starting off this new year on a positive note with Mercury moving forward, getting out of retrograde and doing all the good stuff. And it's in the optimistic sign of Sagittarius. So after this period of confusion and communication hiccups, Mercury is moving forward, giving us the clarity that we need. The fog is lifting, making it easier to express our ideas and being able to understand others. It's a great time for clear thinking and making decisions that were previously delayed, or, just kind of cloudy, where we didn't understand what we need to do. Conversations are going to become smoother. Travel plans might even proceed without delays, right? So, however, it's going to be very important to note that, Mercury is stationing direct, and, although we're going to be kind of like getting the clarity that we've been seeking, it's forming a T square with Neptune that's in Pisces and the moon that's in Scorpio. So this is going to add a layer of complexity to the communication landscape as it's moving forward. You might see something that you didn't see before. It might come out to the surface, especially with the moon being in Scorpio, and you can like feel it on the internal level, being more intuitive. Secrets might come out, that kind of thing. Um, Now, while Mercury in Sagittarius is seeking the truth and the clarity, that square to Neptune might introduce some more confusion before it kind of clears it up. Confusion or even some idealism, maybe like seeing things with some rose-colored lenses, that kind of energy. And also with the moon in Scorpio, it's going to be intensifying our emotions, right? So that could potentially lead to deep transformative conversations that we've been needing to have because we're now able to see things a little bit clearer, possibly depending on how Neptune decides to show up for us. So just keep that in mind. It's also crucial to understand that navigating this period with a combination of logic and intuition, right? Trust yourself, trust your gut, ensure that the decisions are both well informed and sensitive to possible emotional undercurrents that could be going on. Okay, now be open to creative solutions and allow for nuanced understandings within your interactions, right? Everything ain't what it seems. Be patient, be kind, be gentle, all those things. Okay. Now, moving on January 4th, we have Mars entering into Capricorn. So, Mars is exalted when it's in the sign of Capricorn, and it will remain here until February the 13th. So, we got about a good 6 weeks or so of Mars transiting in its exaltation. So, Mars is the planet of action and ambition. And, like I said, in Capricorn, it's exalted. So determination and discipline energy is going to be infused with our actions. And, that Martian energy that Mars comes with is going to be, those attributes are going to be emphasized even more because it's in Capricorn, because it feels good when it's in Capricorn. It's going to help us be very decisive and disciplined when it comes to our ambitions and the things that we are pursuing, right? Because Mars is about that action and Capricorn is about the discipline. So you combine those two things together, it's like, okay, how else are we going to get this done? Like, it's going to help us. It's going to be very supportive in us, taking control of those New Year ambitions and intentions that we've set, under the solstice and whatnot. So this is going to be a period that's marked by like strong drive for success and achieving those things that we set and intentions for and writing them down, but with a practical approach in achieving those goals, right? So it's an excellent time for us to have like strategic planning, focused work, making tangible progress when it comes to both of our professional and personal pursuits. And then, take advantage of that disciplined energy that's here to kind of set and accomplish anything that, any of our ambitious tasks, right? Especially those related to career advancement or long-term objectives. All right. So moving forward, we have the new moon that's going to happen at 20 degrees Capricorn on January 11th. So I'm going to briefly talk about this, but I go into deep detail on the new moon and the new moon readings. Okay, so look out for that. That should be coming out very soon in like another week or so. I'm going to try and start this year. This year, I'm going to try and put stuff out earlier. Okay, I'm going to get my schedule together. Hopefully, I'm working on it. All right, y'all. So, anywho, I'll dive deeper into this new moon energy in that new moon reading. But just to give you a brief overview of what this is. So it's happening at 20 degrees Capricorn on January 11th. So this is about fresh starts, like always. Like new moons are always about new beginnings, fresh starts. It's indicating like a new cycle is beginning in our life. And this is in the areas that are created to where Capricorn rules in your life, right? Wherever Capricorn is in your chart. But for the most part, Capricorn is about career, ambitions, long-term goals, right? So this is going to be encouraging us to set intentions and initiate plans that align with those type of aspirations. It's going to be a favorable time for laying the groundwork to pursue and achieve that future success that we are setting out to accomplish in 2024. So it's a great way to start off the year with a new moon in Capricorn for all those ambitions that we have written down previously. So whether it's going to be a professional endeavor or personal growth, make sure you are, setting your intentions with this energy to take practical steps towards those objectives and utilizing the energy of the new moon to manifest those positive changes. Also, keep in mind, like I said, Mars is in also Capricorn. So it's going to be here together with Capricorn, but I'll dive into that in the new moon reading. So just keep watch of that. It'll come out in about a week, okay? All right, now moving on, Mercury is going to be moving into Capricorn. Now, this happens on January 13th until February the 4th, and Mercury is going to be entering into Capricorn and shifting the way we think and the way we talk. Suddenly we're going to see that our focus turns to practical things and long-term plans, very conducive to a lot of this Capricorn energy that we have. It makes sense when you think about it, why everybody's like, oh, I should be setting my New Year's resolution. And you have all these plans and all these ideas and ambitions that happen at the very beginning of the month, because typically a lot of Capricorn energy is here. Okay. Anywho, so, this is going to kind of like bring up the energy as if like our minds are, you have put on a pair of serious glasses and it's making an organized and disciplined approach to our problems, right? And how to alleviate those things, and also an approach to how we can obtain that success, right? So it's a time where we can focus on detailed work and the structured thinking and clear communication that takes the spotlight. This is going to be a period of like your go-to for handling tasks that need that precision that Capricorn, that Mercury and Capricorn can provide you. It's a perfect time for having, those discussions that are purposeful, that is going to contribute to our long-term goals and our, just the bigger goals in general. Okay. There's also a little twist to this energy. So while Mercury is in Capricorn, it's going to be in cahoots with some other planets. So it's, Mercury is going to be making a trine to Jupiter. So this is like they're buddies. This is good energy. It's going to be bringing a touch of good luck and expanded thinking to our plans, right? Seeing a bigger picture and being optimistic about achieving those goals, right? So keep that in mind. Also, Mercury is going to be making a sextile to Saturn in Pisces. So this is going to be helping us balance our dreams with practicality, right? Putting in the work behind it in order to achieve it. And it's like having a mentor, someone wise that's guiding you on the right path, telling you, yep, you're going the right way. Nope, not that way. So keep that in mind also. Now, there's this special connection with the moon that's happening in Aquarius, right? And that's going to be making a little conversation that's happening, with the ideas that feel like innovative and, forward thinking, and being able to tap into the innovation and be a little bit creative, a little thinking outside the box, right? So it's like you're not going to have the same old thoughts that you've had before or the same old ideas. You're going to be thinking with something that's creative and original for this time period. All right. So take advantage of this energy while Mercury is in Capricorn, and how it's teaming up with all these other planets and all these other energies. Okay. Now, also, the sun is going to be making a conjunction to Pluto at 29 degrees Capricorn, and this happens on January the 20th. And so lots of transformation, right? It's creating a potent moment of profound change, right? So this conjunction is urging us to confront and release deep-seated patterns or structures that no longer serve our highest well-being, right? So it's time to let things go, embrace the transformation, create space for personal growth and renewal. The energy of this alignment really inspires us to be courageous, right? Courageous in facing the shadows that are within ourselves, paving a way for a powerful rebirth, the rebirth that we need for this new year. Last 3 years have been challenging. We have had some challenging aspects, challenging changes in life, and this is a time for rebirth. Okay, so the sun is going to also form an exact trine, which is a harmonious connection with the moon that happens at 29 degrees Taurus during the time of this alignment. So imagine this like the sun and moon are like they teaming up like a high five kind of energy, and that grounding energy of Taurus is going to be aligning with that transformative power of Pluto, and just kind of like illuminating that force of the sun, right? Creating harmony, creating a harmonious flow of energy in our life. Now, this trine is suggesting that emotional stability and material security is going to definitely play a supportive role in the transformation that we're having, whatever the transformative process might be. It's also a time to feel empowered by a sense of emotional and practical balance, right? So, you're just kind of feeling good and grounded, right? Providing that stable foundation that you need to navigate the intense energies of a personal metamorphosis, a personal transformation that's happening. All right, now moving on. Same day, same time. So, like I said before, the sun and Pluto are in a conjunction. Now, the sun, right after that conjunction happens at 29 degrees Capricorn, it moves into Aquarius on the same day. January 20th until February 18th sparks Aquarius season. So, happy solar return to all of you Aquarius out there. Now, the sun, it enters Aquarius, and it shifts our minds and our focus towards innovative and progressive energies, right? So very much so like what I was previously talking about. So this period is going to be really favorable towards collaboration, open-mindedness, focusing on humanitarian goals. It's an excellent time for like unconventional thinking. Like I said, get outside the box, embracing your individuality, because it's all about that autonomy when it's all that Aquarius energy. And also, contributing to collective endeavors, working in connection with others, right? Building community, whatever that looks like. It doesn't have to look the same, right? So the energy for this Aquarius season is really encouraging us to have forward thinking and exploring new ideas that benefit everyone, right? What is it that I have that I can provide that will benefit everybody else, right? Getting out of the individualism, right? In a negative aspect of it, I guess you can say. All right, now Pluto is going to enter into Aquarius also. So, like I said, the sun and the moon, they come into this conjunction at 29 degrees Capricorn to wrap up anything that we need to release. And then it's like, boom, on to the next, literally the same day. You have no time. You have absolutely no time. Let it go, move on, right? Anything that is outdated and restrictive and creating blockages in your life, that conjunction with the sun and Pluto, making that alignment to the moon is going to be helping you to release it and let it go, maybe having some emotional kind of reactions or responses to it. But either way, Pluto is going to be entering into Aquarius again. And so we previously had this last year. Pluto first entered into Aquarius 2023. It went retrograde, did back into Capricorn, moved, direct. So now it's moving back into Aquarius, January 20th until September 1st of 2024. Okay, then it's going to station retrograde in May 2nd of 2024, dip back into Capricorn, and it'll move again. Okay, so there you have it. Now, Pluto's entrance into Aquarius is going to be really impactful yet again, right? So this is going to be a dance that we're having for the next 20 years until about 2044. The retrograde that happens on May 2nd is going to be bringing, transformative energy to the societal structures and the technological advancements that we have been really seeing with AI and all of those different things. So expect shifts in the collective consciousness as well. A reevaluation of power dynamics. Who holds the power? It's kind of like power to the people, or a revolution kind of energy is here and it's happening. We can kind of see it, we can sense it, we can feel it, right? So this period is really prompting a reassessment of established systems and encouraging innovation and reform on a large scale. If you want to know more about what Pluto in Aquarius is going to bring us for the next 20 years, I have a video. You can go ahead and grab that, link that. It's up here somewhere floating around. Go ahead and look at that video. I posted it earlier in 2023. It goes into deep detail. It's a really great video. Go ahead and review that. That's all I got for you. All right. Now, Venus is entering into Capricorn on January 23rd until February 16th. Now, Venus, the planet of love and relationships, enters Capricorn and is going to bring stability and commitment That's going to be our focal point when it comes to the matters of the heart as well as finances, right? So practical expression of love and, a long-term focus on partnerships is going to really take precedence here. It's a favorable time for building solid foundation in relationships, making serious commitments, and reevaluating the value of the existing partnerships that we have in our life. Now, it doesn't have to be intimate, but it can be. It could be intimate, platonic, whatever, business relationships. However, also our finances are going to be coming into the forefront. Like, what investments are we making? Are we getting a return on our investments? Are these investments in the things that we're valuing? Are they for the long term? Are they in alignment to our values? This is true to me. Is this, new to me? Whatever it is. Okay. So keep that in mind. Now we have the full moon at 5 degrees Leo. I'm going to briefly go over this. And again, I will have a full moon video that will be coming out later on this month, closer to the time of the full moon. So you can dive deep into that. I will also be giving readings for all 12 signs in those moon videos. So you'll know exactly what beginnings you are embarking on and also what endings are wrapping up. Okay. Now, the full moon happens at 5 degrees Leo. So it's happening at the degree of Leo's, the degree of the sun, right? Which is the 5. So it illuminates creativity and self-expression and romance, right? All the things that Leo rules. And so this lunar event is really encouraging us to celebrate achievements and express our unique talents and be creative, creative self-expression. And relationships may take on a more playful role and passionate tone with this full moon, right? And artistic endeavors might receive a boost of inspiration at this time. You might be launching something, a creative project that you have been working on. Just depends on where Leo is in your chart. That is the area that is wrapping up. So if you think about 6 months ago during Leo season, we had a Leo new moon. What intentions did you set under the energy of that new moon that you can see the manifestations of? You can see the culmination of that energy happening at the time of this Leo full moon. Right. So it's a time to really embrace your self-confidence and shine that spotlight and express your genuine emotions and tap into the joy and the fun and just kind of the romance of life in general. Right. So like I said, I'll dive deeper into this moon reading because I can keep going and talk all about it, but I'll go into that on the Leo full moon video that will come out in a couple of weeks. All right, so last but not least, we're going to discuss Uranus stationing direct at 19 degrees Taurus. So it's finally moving forward on January 27th until September 1st at 19 degrees. So the energy for this revolutionary change is intensifying, right? So we can expect innovations in the financial and earth-related matters, right? So agriculture, as well as, finances, but also AI and things like that are going to be playing a role in these areas of our life. So this period from September 1st until September 1st of 2024 is going to be a time where breakthroughs and surprises are going to be coming. So it's urging us to embrace progress and unconventional solutions to certain things, right? The Taurus ruled area of things, money, finances, agriculture, so on and so forth. So even the beauty industry, okay? It's a very Taurus rule thing. So this transit with Uranus moving forward prompts a reevaluation to the revolutionary areas of stability and encouraging a forward thinking approach to material and environmental concerns that we have been having. Okay. All right. So that is all that I have for you for the month of January for the overall general reading. Okay, and with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and roll us some Astro Dice so we can get a collective reading for what January is having for us. Okay. So we have rolled Mars and Cancer in the first house. So it's really time for us to take action on self-care, right? Putting ourselves first, knowing exactly what it is that we want that's going to bring a sense of security and safety and build our confidence within ourselves. Okay. So whatever that may be, if that's like you want to go work out or building a new workout routine or health, regimen, or buying new clothes, or, just taking the initiative, taking action on the things that you desire, the things that bring you safety and security. That's what this is all about. Okay. So That's all that I have. Now, I don't have any announcements, so I'm gonna skip announcements, because I just have a lot of things that's going to be coming out. So you'll be surprised and just be ready, okay? So there are no announcements this time. So yeah, happy new year to everyone. And I hope January treats you all well. Been thinking about if I need to do readings for like all 12 signs for like the year ahead energy, but that's a lot of work, and I'm still in grad school, so sounds good. We'll see. If it comes out, you'll be surprised. Anywho, if you have not done so already, I don't know why, go ahead and subscribe because you stayed the entire time, so you liked the video. And yeah, have a wonderful January and wonderful 2024. Talk to y'all later.